Have you ever questioned who you are talking to on the internet? Whether it's a proper, real deal human being or it's an AI chatbot that is mimicking what humans really do say. What if I told you that there's a theory getting around that the internet is mainly made up of AI and it is doing absolutely everything from writing articles to you just chatting to something on the internet that you think is actually a real human? Hello and welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you don't know what's going on here, well, I am certainly not going to tell you to buy my colouring in book. Links are down in the description below. But I am a horror artist and I like to draw what I talk about in these videos. Now I like to take what I talk about in the videos, whether it's something to do with scary facts, true crime, paranormal, anything that's just disturbing in the world, and then I like to draw something inspired by that. And then I'm hopefully bringing you a unique experience. If you want to support me, I do have a Redbubble store where I have all my prints up there, and I also have other things, and I do have an Etsy store where I make felt toy patterns. So if you are a creative person, you can download one of them and you can make a felt toy. There is also horror movie characters on there. I've got my own designs. Head across and check it out. Now with that being said, let's get on with the video and let's get on with the drawing. The dead internet theory is a somewhat fascinating but quite unsettling theory that has quickly gained traction in the last few years since the creation of AI and computer-generated content has been dominant. The theory is that the internet, as we know it now, is no longer a place where real humans congregate and interact with each other, but it's nothing more than a large population of AI-generated content, bots, and powerful entities that have not got our best interests at heart. So let's delve into each of the topics of this dead internet theory. When I mention bots are everywhere on the internet, what I mean by this is that they dominate every topic on the internet. Bots run around and give likes, comments, and even set up accounts and post on social media and forums. None of the interactions you may have been having on those sites were human to human, but bot to human. Also, with news and blog articles, they are not written by organic humans. They are all written by AI programs to steer the public in a direction they want us all to believe or buy into. Videos and pictures that you watch or view are all AI generated and nothing is real anymore. This all makes the human content and activity on the internet minimal, making it all overshadowed and completely drowned out by the AI landscape, making most of the internet completely fake. The views on the dead internet theory date back to the early 2020s when a username on Agora Road's Macintosh Cafe forum called Illuminati Pirate created a post that read, "Dead internet theory, most of the internet is fake." When chatbots came out, such as ChatGPT, in late 2022, this made conspiracy theorists even more convinced that the internet was fake. So, is the internet overrun by bots and other menacing entities to try and take over and manipulate humankind with information they are trying to push us onto? If you look at the cybersecurity reports, they shed light on the fact that a lot of traffic on the internet that comes to websites are non-human. While there are some good bots, such as internet crawlers that help people get views onto their websites and organize the internet landscape, there are bad bots such as spam with malicious intent that are getting through more and more. This is why you now see on websites you visit a box that needs to be ticked to say that you are not a robot, because the bots that go there can't actually see and interact with that box. There is a shit ton of just absolute crap comments, and repetitive ones at that you see on popular influencers' comment sections that are just nonsense and try to mimic human interactions and wording. And don't get me started on the accounts out there that are selling some of the most heinous content, such as Down syndrome OnlyFans models. Yes, you heard me right. People are making accounts for cute and beautiful girls, but they have Down syndrome. It's not real, but they steal content from other models and AI the faces of the girls with Down syndrome filters. This is disturbing and a very sick and twisted genre aimed to make money off of this fetish. Even models that you find that look normal without special needs are becoming more and more AI. Nothing is real anymore, and this then adds to more body issues amongst the male and female population, where perfect AI people are being created, where you don't know that it's AI, and it's giving impressionable people anxiety over their body image. Also, now if you scroll down comment feeds, some of the wording is so predictable and repetitive across the board with no original text being found. A perfect example of this is the comment "Amen" in comments. It's a highly overrated and overused comment, and it seems to be attached to bot behavior now. Now, have you noticed in recent years that if you go to Google and try to search for something, all you get is a runaround answer or generic answer? There is nothing specific anymore to what you want. It's just a landscape of poor quality content with no real information. To do my videos that I bring to you guys, I cannot just Google the information. I get nothing on all these topics that I talk about, and I basically have to stray away from these search engines because they are all filtered and restricted for a reason, to stop you from finding the real answers. Also, sometimes what I am looking for is on the 12th page of Google, not on the first page, which a lot of people only look on because we are told the most relevant information is on the first page of Google. But this is incorrect. Go digging and you shall see that the algorithm is against you. So who could be behind the theory of the dead internet? Some conspiracies point to numerous things such as the government. What a fucking surprise. Now we all know, well, most of us know who are awake, that the government is not the whole and sole beings of control. There is a massive 8 tiers above them of people that control them. Check out my video on Halcyon Ridge and the Black Nobility. I explain everything there. The government are just a front for the faceless, unelected, anonymous wankers that pull the strings. These polished turds implement chaos with propaganda, which spreads a narrative they want us to believe in to control the public opinion and stop people from knowing the truth about things. This all trickles down from the top tiers of society. They want you to believe in a certain matrix that is manufactured so they can do things behind the scenes while you are disorientated and distracted by other shit, such as creating a bullshit story in the media that will create people gossiping over that, which is not real. Let's take, for example, the LA protests. In my opinion, I don't think that they were real. They had been set up as a distraction from something else. It was pretty much a rent-a-crowd or rent-a-protest. Now, today's sponsor of my video is none other than myself, because I decided to go ahead and create a coloring book for anyone who likes to color. It's the Seriously Fucked Up Coloring In book. Now, this isn't an average coloring in book. This one is designed to cater to some really sick, twisted people. Now, it's nothing like crazy in here. It's something you wouldn't see in standard coloring in books. Now, what's unique about mine is that you can interact with it with certain pages. So you can complete your own designs and turn the piece into a completely sick and twisted illustration and then color it in. I have 60 pages in here, and I did have help from AI to bring my disturbing ideas that are in my brain to life. So I have illustrations from a guy laying on a morgue table, a dog that has mauled a kid, Now here's an interactive one. Complete what is going on here. What is happening to this chick? And my personal favorite, the alien giving birth to another hideous alien baby. Now I also have portrait and landscape combos in here. There's more portraits than landscape. If you want to grab a copy, I will have links down below. This is completely self-published. I uploaded this to Amazon and I did absolutely everything with this book. So yeah, I've put a lot of hard work into this book. So hopefully for any of you guys who like coloring in, you will grab yourself a copy. It's currently at $12 US and it's on absolutely every Amazon around the world. So anyone from any country can access it. So if you're a little mentally unstable, head across and grab my coloring in book. You may get a bit of a giggle out of this and color in to your heart's content and modify some of the illustrations that I have in here that you can interact with. If you do color any of these pages in and you complete the activity ones where you can put your own spin on what is happening in the piece, please tag me in Instagram. I don't use Instagram a huge amount, but I find it's the best place to be able to tag me in anything so I can see it, because that would be great. I'd love to see what some of you people come up with your sick and twisted minds. Well, enough about my shameless self-promotion. Let's get back to the video. These bots on the internet may have been designed to monitor and spy on the population to, once again, control us, and so they can stay on top of what is going on so they can modify the narrative accordingly. This can cause big corporations to gain more profit with the use of AI-generated content, such as messages and products being pushed from AI accounts. This will push people to buy a certain product that makes that corporation big heaps of money. And what else does it do as well? It cuts cost of real humans working for the company and replaces them with AI, which keeps the costs down, as well as the company can make more revenue. Bots could also be playing a role in the division that is being thrusted upon us. There are a lot of keyboard warriors out there, but what if they were mostly bots starting fights with real humans over topics that they know will divide us and stop us from coming together to rise up and realize the truth and overthrow the oligarchs? This method causes people to be angry with each other and not want to socialize and then separate from everyone. This then takes away their critical thinking and destroys morale and collective action to create a new normal called loneliness. If you are not talking to others, you can't brainstorm and gain confidence with other like-minded people. But the dead internet theory conspiracy has been met with backlash from so-called experts, saying that there is no evidence whatsoever that the internet is overrun primarily with bots. Bots are definitely out there, but not as a majority. There is a wide extent of human activity on the internet where you can build a legitimate, real human community. AI is not set to take over, but merely just a tool that you can use to help yourself. Think about the amount of purchases that happen worldwide from humans buying things on the internet. While it's not completely impossible, it just seems very unlikely that bots would be sitting on the internet looking at Amazon, deciding what coffee they want to drink in some wild flavor that they haven't tried before. The introduction of captchas and "I am not a robot" prompts are there to weed out the AI shit on the internet so us humans can have our playing field of interactions with each other. Also, I had AI help me with my script writing for this very video and all my videos now, as it streamlines everything more quickly and efficiently for me, as I do have a busy life. So maybe I am adding to the problem? I don't know. But you would probably know by now that my wording isn't the best, so I still do have my original thoughts and inputs into the AI script that has helped write my scripts. So don't get too judgy with me. I am definitely not an English major. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on the dead internet theory, and do you think that it's a thing? Now, do you think that the internet is completely devoid of humans? Do you think that there isn't anything that is trying to manipulate us into a certain way of thinking or a certain matrix? I can see why people do have concerns for sure about the internet being taken over by bots. Some things on here are just so batshit crazy that they must be an AI creation, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the human race being very special. Just be mindful and use critical thinking on the internet because the landscape is changing all the time and we must have our brains and common sense to get through it. Now, the illustration that I did for today it's alright. It's another one that I don't particularly like, but it's just an image that I got with a robot hooked up to a laptop, and they're basically just going through the internet and creating what they need to create to appear human, but they're not. They're just communicating with everyone and trying to cause all sorts of chaos across the internet landscape. And that is basically it. So yeah, he's got a knife being jammed through his eye to basically try and like dumb himself down to some of the stupid shit that the humans can spew out on comment sections. Because I'll tell you what, some comments that I have read, I'm just like shaking my head going, wow. So that's what represents that side of things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this one's a little bit of watercolor, a little bit of alcohol marker, and just liner. That is it from me. Hopefully you liked this kind of content, and if you do, like, subscribe, dislike it. I couldn't give two shits what you do, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. Bye.